Rewards right here on the Rewards Canada YouTube channel. I had a little technical difficulties there with the first stream, so hopefully you can find this one. We'll give it a few minutes because we are just going live to see if some people join in here. All right, so now we are at 12:30, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 Mountain Time. We'll get started with the stream here. Hopefully some more people join in. If you have any questions, be sure to subscribe to our channel and you can join in the chat and I will do my best to answer those questions during this stream. Like I said, if you've read the blog post or some of the social media posts about This Week in Rewards, it's going to be a new live series here on the Rewards Canada YouTube channel, hopefully on a weekly basis every Friday, covering the events from the week that transpired in the world of loyalty programs, credit cards, travel, you name it. And so we'll start off today with the news that just broke this morning. That Air France KLM's Flying Blue promo rewards that will be launching tomorrow will feature 50% off their KLM flights out of Montreal in economy class. Now, this is a great deal if you can find availability at their lowest mileage starting point, which is 15,000 miles each way. So that means it's only 7,500 miles with the promo rewards each direction, 15,000 round trip. That's just a steal. You can't find anything that good in terms of economy class rewards across the Atlantic. Even at the regular rate, they're the best. So 50% off that is just amazing. I was looking at availability earlier in the week. It's kind of spotty. April and September look really good. June, July, August, not as great. There's a few days in there with like 20,000 points. I think there was a couple. I just looked at, there was some 15,000 from Zurich to Montreal in June for a return. So if you're looking, maybe to go to two different cities, you can do one way to Europe to one city and then back from like Zurich or something. So there's lots of possibilities there. And, honestly, this is just such a great deal, especially if you're an Amex card holder and you have membership rewards points, because those points convert 1 to 3/4 of a mile with Air France KLM. So that means you're looking at a minimum of 20,000 membership rewards points that you would redeem towards the 15,000 miles for a round trip. I mean, that is just amazing to get a round trip flight for 20,000 American Express membership rewards points. I mean, most other credit cards at 20,000 points, you're maybe looking at $200 in value at the most, not even that probably. So again, just a really good deal to check out. Again, Air France KLM Flying Blue promo rewards. They go live tomorrow, or sometime overnight. It'll be April 1st, because we're looking at this recording right now is March 31st. But we put the news out there, so I'd recommend going to the KLM site today and getting an idea of what the availability is, and then you could start booking these tomorrow. So hopefully a lot of you are able to take advantage of these 15,000 mile flight deals that are going to be cut in half to 7,500 miles. But even if there's in the height of summer, there's some that are 20, 30,000 miles, to get them for 10 to 15,000 is really good in the height of summer. I know some people will ask, well, the fees on Air France KLM are a little higher, but you do have to remember that they include your first check bag free for economy class redemptions. If you compare that to somebody like Aeroplan, they do not. It's $75 each way, so it's $150 just in baggage fees on Aeroplan, unless of course you have an Aeroplan co-brand card, and then it's a little different. But still, if you're going to be redeeming 7,500 miles one way on Air France KLM, you're looking at probably 3 to 4 times that on Aeroplan in terms of points and miles. So there's right now with this 50% off deal, there's no comparison at all for sure with these. Next, we'll move on to the next news. Might as well stick with American Express since we were mentioning them with the Air France KLM offer, and that is for you business platinum card holders out there. Great news in that American Express has added Hilton Honors Gold Elite status, just like you find on the consumer platinum card. So now business platinum cards offer this automatically. So all you do is log into your account, put in your Hilton Honors number, request the status, and within a few weeks you should have Hilton Honors Gold status. Really great, easy benefit to get from your card. Hilton Honors Gold status offers 80% bonus points, space available upgrades, and then your daily food and beverage credits for food and beverage credit in North America or a continental breakfast other places worldwide. So definitely check this out if you're a business platinum card holder. Go get your Hilton Honors Gold status if you don't have that elite status with them just yet. So a great benefit, again, added to that card. Which we go next. We have a couple of viewers here, so that's great. I'm glad to see at least somebody's watching. Now we'll move on to, the hotels.com rewards, Expedia. Expedia has finally announced that coming this summer, they will be unifying the loyalty program across all their brands. It's going to be called One Key. It's launching in the US mid-2023, so probably this summer sometime. We're not sure when it will hit Canada or the rest of the world. But really the main thing about it is the huge devaluation to hotels.com rewards. Basically, hotels.com rewards will be done with as they become part of One Key. This can mean up to an 80% devaluation for future earn rates, because right now, any of the stamps that you have in your hotels.com rewards will be converted at equivalent value, so 10% to the new Expedia program. So you're going to get the equivalent cash back to it. So you're not losing out anything you've gained in the hotels.com program, but going forward, once it does launch, your earn rates are significantly cut. What's interesting is Gary at View from the Wing posted that roughly 95% of hotels.com rewards members never reach the 10 stamps to get their free night. So in reality, this is only affecting a small amount of people, but those small amount of people are major users of the hotels.com rewards program, and we're getting a lot of value from it. And that's just not going to happen anymore when you're only earning 2 to upwards of 6% versus that previous 10%. So keep that in mind. You don't have to worry about the current value of your hotels.com rewards stamps. Those will remain. You can continue to earn those stamps until it's officially launched here in Canada. We're not sure when that's going to happen. I'm sure it won't be too long after it does in the US. And so that's that. So hotels.com, I mean, not terribly unexpected or like shocking news. We kind of expected this because Expedia has already been talking about unifying their programs, and they adjusted their programs a few times over the past few years. And actually the new one that's coming, One Key, is making improvements on the devaluations they've made. So Expedia itself, bookings there get a little bit better. I'm sure they're going to twist that and market it that, hey, we've made the program better for you guys, when in fact, really just a couple years ago, it was the same or even better than it was before, but they devalued it a bit. So that's it on the Expedia One Key hotels.com rewards devaluation. What should we talk about next? So let's look at a loyalty lesson that we put up this week, and that was extracting more value from your Avion rewards with RBC. As you know, on the Rewards Canada site, I am pretty hard on RBC and Avion because it's a very expensive loyalty program. And what I mean by expensive is how much you have to spend to earn to reach the reward levels within the Avion program. All the other competitors are offering 2 points, 3 points, 5 times points, even now 6 times points on purchases, and RBC has remained at 1 or 1.25 with their Avion cards, the Platinum, the Infinite Privilege. And it takes a lot of spending to reach any good rewards in the RBC Avion program because of those low earn rates. You know, all these other places, all these other cards are earning those rewards much faster because they offer a very similar equivalent value to those points. So in this week's loyalty lesson, we looked at how you can extract more value from that. And that is, if you're an Avion card holder, is to get yourself the Ion Plus card. I mean, you can get the Ion card as well, but I'm going to focus on Ion Plus because that's the better one out of the two. These are the new cards that RBC launched in the fall of 2022. And what's significant about these cards is that something like the Ion Plus earns 3 times points in select categories. And those points can be converted 1-to-1 to your Avion cards if you hold both cards. So right away, you're going to be earning more points with that type of spending. So if you're an Avion card holder, you want to get yourself an Ion Plus card. It's only $4 a month. That's about $132 in spending in those accelerated categories per month that you would have to switch from your Avion card to your Ion Plus card to earn that $4 back. Most people will spend a lot more than that, and you'll earn a lot more points. And so now, instead of having to spend I don't know what it is, $55,000 to reach, a decent flight reward in North America, you can spend, a third of that. My math's not great right now. Maybe what is that, 17, $18,000, something like that. So as you can see, if you add an Ion Plus card to your Avion card, and then start using that Ion Plus card for its accelerated categories of 3 times points, you're going to be reaching your rewards in the Avion program much faster. Now, how does this compare to other programs? Well, Ion Plus is only 3. You have other cards earning 5 or 6. So those other cards are still better, but there's so many Canadians who are so invested in Avion Rewards, and they have pretty big balances and they want to earn more. So this is a really good way to just create extra value going forward with the program, and without the worries of losing points or not using points by switching to some other program. One note is that if you do have an Avion card and you go for an Ion or Ion Plus card, is you won't receive the welcome bonus, because they have a pretty broad range that any RBC card holder, or even if you're an authorized user on somebody else's account, you cannot get the welcome bonus on the Ion cards. Those bonuses right now, when I'm publishing this, are like 6,000 or 12,000 points, so they're not huge. And that's not really the reason you'd be getting those cards anyways. It would not be for those welcome bonuses. You're getting it for those accelerated earn rates. So just keep that in mind. If you do get the Ion or Ion Plus card, that you're not going to get the welcome bonus by having the Avion card in your wallet as well. And then probably the last big thing from this past week, this week in rewards, was WestJet announcing their elite status match. And they are matching status to Air Canada Aeroplan Elites and Porter VI Porter Elites. And you can match your status right away, and you'll get status until June 30th. And then if you fly a certain amount of flights with WestJet and earn only 25% of the regular qualification requirements in WestJet dollars or qualifying spend, you get to hold that status for the remainder of the year. The thing you'll note, though, is you can't go to different levels within your status match. So if you're status matched to WestJet Gold, you need to meet the spend for Gold. If you actually spend more to hit Platinum, you're not going to get Platinum. You're just going to remain Gold. So it's really a level, it's by level. So if you're only matched to Gold, you technically only have to go out and fly WestJet enough that you would spend to qualify for Gold again. And then you can go back to flying Air Canada or VI or Porter Airlines and collecting your VI Porter program, things like that. So just some things to consider when you're doing this status match, in that you do, if you want to keep your status, meet 25% of the required spending. It's not a ton. I mean, Platinum regularly requires $8,000, so you'd only have to spend $2,000. They did increase this amount from the last status match. The last time they ran the status match, they only required 20%. So to get Platinum, you only had to spend $1,600. So they bumped it up a bit for this year. But you know what? Airfares have increased, so it probably will work out pretty close to the same amount of flights, so that you can keep your status keep your status that you've been matched to for that short period of time with WestJet Rewards. And yeah, that's really about it for this week's primary topics. I wanted to cover about 5 of them. I figured it'd take about 15 minutes. We're 13 minutes in. So a little bit shorter than usual, but like I said, this is also, if you've read our blog post, this is the first time. This will take some tweaking, figure out more things to do with the YouTube live, and hopefully more of you will tune in the future. It'll be your weekly newscast as to what's going on in the world of loyalty programs in Canada, credit card rewards, and even travel. We'll talk about new routes, things like that. Perhaps touch upon some of the reviews that go on our site. I mean, we had a review this week from our contributor D. He put up a nice review of the Delta hotels Calgary in airport or in terminal Marriott affiliated hotel. That hotel just went through a huge renovation. I remember staying there years and years ago. There used to be a pool and hot tub. They filled in the pool and hot tub that used to be in the kind of lobby area, which is now the restaurant area. So check it out, because that hotel's been renovated and it looks pretty nice now. So thanks to Dee for putting that review up for us on the Rewards Canada blog. It's linked to on the site as well. Like I said, I think that really covers the topics today. I see we have a few more viewers now, so I'll just quickly maybe go over some of the things that some of you may have missed earlier on in this live stream, in that we covered the Air France KLM promo rewards. Starting tomorrow is 50% off KLM economy class flights from Montreal to Europe, North Africa, and Turkey. North Africa includes anything west of Egypt. Egypt's not included, but Libya, Tunisia, Morocco, Algeria, all included. Turkey as well, and then pretty much all of Europe is included, 50% off. So that means you can go for as little as 7,500 miles one way from Montreal to any of those destinations. I've been checking availability all week. It's kind of spotty. April and September are the best. May, June, July, August definitely are asking for more miles, but there's definitely some availability at 15,000, and but more in the 20 to, I mean, as high as 90. I don't know if you want to redeem at 90. I mean, I guess you'd only redeem 45,000 miles, but that's a lot compared to being able to only redeem, say, 7,500 or 10,000 or even 15,000 miles one way. I mean, honestly, this deal, if you can get the height of summer, if you can get these flights for, I would think $15,000, $20,000 or dollars, look at me, 15 to 20,000 miles each way, you're getting a good deal, because all the other programs that are pricing dynamically over the high season, over summer, even Aeroplan, will be more miles than that. So take that into account, and remember, you can convert your membership rewards points to Air France KLM. And if you do happen to score 15,000 miles each way, so 30 total, take off 50%, 15,000 miles round trip, that's only 20,000 membership rewards points. If you have the Cobalt card, $4,000 in spending. Tell me any other card in the market that will get you a round trip flight in economy class to Europe for $4,000 in spending. And there isn't. Like, you pretty much will get $40 in any other program. So this is a huge deal. And like I mentioned earlier in the stream, you're looking at probably $250, $350 per ticket in fees round trip, but that does include your first check bag free, so keep that in mind. Then we covered Amex Business Platinum getting the Hilton Honors Gold Elite status added to it, so be sure you log into your account and add that so you can have your Gold Elite status on your Hilton stays. We touched upon the Hotel.com rewards devaluation with the upcoming unified Expedia One Key program. All of these things you can find on the blog on the Rewards Canada site. We're just going to kind of review them here, but it's more so I'll discuss it quickly, give some more my thoughts. Maybe I don't put them in the blog posts, and then you can also ask questions about it. Then we talked about the loyalty lesson, extracting more value from Avion Rewards by adding an Ion or Ion Plus card to your wallet, in addition to your Avion card. And then finally, we talked about the WestJet status match. So if you have status with Air Canada or Porter, you can get immediate status with WestJet until the end of June, and then you can fly with WestJet and reach the required qualifying spend, which is only 25% of the regular amount, and you'll hold that status until the end of the year. And so that's it. So if any of you viewers have any questions, if you're in the chat, feel free to ask any questions. If there's nothing, then we'll just give it a couple minutes and I will end the stream here shortly. Yeah, so nothing coming up, which is okay. I mean, there's only a few of you watching right now. Hopefully this will increase as we go along. We'll try this out on a weekly basis unless our schedules don't allow it. But I'll try to do it every Friday, because it seems to be the kind of the roundup time to catch up on all the news of the week, covering all the excitement and disappointment and anything that happens in the whole world of credit cards and loyalty programs, you name it. And be sure, if you find something over the week that you do have a question about, I mean, you can email me, you can comment on the blog posts, reach out via social media, or of course, you can ask here on the live stream. Well, I think that'll be it. None of you guys have questions. I want to thank everybody for coming to watch the stream, and be sure to check us out next week. Hopefully we'll do it at the same time, but I'll put up a notification on our YouTube channel. So be sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified of when the next streams will be happening. Thanks, and talk to you next time.